despite that, I said, I'm not going to go overindulge in food because I feel bad. I'm not going to go get alcohol. I did was I went and spent time with friends. I went to the gym and worked out. And then I ended up going out again with another friend. So I chose to love myself yesterday, to cope that way by loving myself instead of, feeling so sad and devastated. I chose to cope healthy and take care of myself in a healthy, loving way. I'm really proud of myself because that's not my usual go-to.
Aw. Well, I'm very happy that there's change happening, you know, and you see it as positive, I hope, and I'm glad that you see it as
I
so.
do, yeah.
Yeah, being able to reach out to our social groups is a big thing sometimes when it comes to finding those positive coping techniques. Hey, safety brief, what's up? Coping techniques is what we talk about today, Welly. Um, you said a couple of great things there, Bexty, to include that. Oh, what's snapping? What's up, bro? Is that a new haircut?
What did
It's getting all churched up for us.
Yeah. No, but working out, huge. It's huge
Oh,
to
and
make
I
you feel
ate
better.
healthy and only drank water, no soda, no fast food, no trash to make me feel better. I stuck to it all day to the end. I'm like, I made it through that day yesterday like that. Every other day after that's gonna be a piece of cake.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh yes, because you're intentional with your choices in a day.
Very. I made sure I was.
So proud of
I had
you.
That's
to.
Good
good.
job.
Thank you.
I'm proud
It
of
was
her
a
too.
terrible
And I
day,
just,
despite that.
yeah, I just want to recognize, I think that one of the things I picked up on you is you recognized you were having negative thoughts and you redirected them, and you chose to not just wallow in pity, but to make something positive out of it. And that's really, I think, a big challenge for a lot of people. So I'm really, really proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's
Yeah.
taken me a lot of work to get here,
And
but I
like
put
if you
in the work
keep
and it's
doing
showing.
that, that's actually changing your what's it called? The basically the elect God, this
Yes,
is doc talk, but it's changing the highways in your brain
I
It
know what it
and
is.
is.
building
Yes.
new highways.
The
So
neural
that
connections.
yeah, doc talk. I'm sorry.
Synaptic
I'm a,
connections is what
I'm
you're
gonna
looking
dumb it
for.
down for everybody. I'm gonna dumb
No,
it
no,
down for
no.
everybody. That's
Yes.
how I took it in, you know what I'm saying?
It is true though.
Like
She's going to
Part of
extrapolate it now.
Hi.
neuroplasticity.
Do not make fun of
exactly.
me.
It's the neuroplasticity and being able to
Yes.
not think so rigidly and be open to maybe possibilities, that you haven't considered, that you didn't think, I don't know, like going from, oh, I hate myself to I love myself. That takes a lot of work, but you have to break down all those negative pathways that you built up for all those negative
Hmm.
thought patterns, the chemistry that goes into it. Then it has to dismantle it and rebuild it with the positive ones. So
You get to.
When when people
You
say
get to do that. So
yeah,
that's amazing.
right.
Good job. Yeah.
when people say change hurts, well, change hurts because it's different. You're not used to it. You know, once you get used to it,
Uncomfortable.
you call it growing. You know, so it's just that mental like state that you're in at that moment. I feel like this is my opinion, right? Because yeah, you're right. To to rearrange your brain and create new synaptic connections, you have to start thinking really hard in order for your brain to start doing that. And that might hurt, whether it be changing your eating habits, whether it be changing your working out habits, you know, being able to be honest with yourself. You know, that's that.
Changing your environment.
Changing your environment. Absolutely.
Yes.
That's huge.
Also, you
Walking
change.
away.
You mentioned two things that are very difficult for people to start. So let's do something a little less intimidating. Even if that's just simply waking up and taking a shower. Because a lot of people are in a really dark place that simple tasks are the most difficult to do. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean? No, on a
I've
serious
been there.
note. On a
Yeah,
serious
Yeah.
note. A lot of
No,
this is
people
for
true
like
real.
that
though.
every single day, you know? Or if you're not even that far away, just maybe something as simple as making your bed in the morning, right? Just starting one positive task and doing that consistently every day and then adding on to that will like start the whole process. But don't
Yeah.
ask me how because I am terrible at it.
And to be honest, it sounds so cheesy and I hated it first myself, but positive affirmations are crucial, I think. Like, and you write it on a sticky note and put it where you can see it. And, as long as it's making you uncomfortable, you keep that up there till you're comfortable with it. And
That
actually,
sounds like
believing
someone
it.
it sounds like someone mentioned that to you or something.
Oh, a long time ago.
Oh, so not me.
Several years
Damn
ago.
it. I was trying to be like,
Yeah.
that was me.
She was
That
digging.
was me.
Mm,
You do
Why
know what you're
also?
talking about, so I give you that. I would.
yeah, a lot of us
You are
here.
intelligent in this.
Don't give her all that. That's for real.
Oh shit! You're just mad that nobody's talking
Whatever.
to you. Get
No,
over
but
it.
it's true though. Like
Go
a
hang
lot of
out with
us.
Snaggletooth in the corner. Nobody wants to hear you.
Oh, poor little fellow
Oh,
over
I love him.
there.
I love Remy. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Remy.
um, that's true though. What you said, like, there's a lot that's said here, and sometimes we don't pick it up. But eventually, after it's been said 3 or 4 times, you're like, maybe I should try that. Maybe I should try journaling. Maybe I should try some breathing exercises, which is huge, you know? When it comes to like,
Mindfulness
yeah,
exercises.
mindfulness. There we go.
That's one of the
Absolutely.
best things for me. Because, I mean, every aspect it conveys of eating, physical, working out,
hmm
relationships, everything.
hmm
Just
Yeah. And there's many
So
ways. Go ahead.
with that, so I practice a lot of things that I've learned to like I try to implement stuff into my life, and I think I've gotten really really good at knowing that I have skills and a list of things to pick that will help me feel better and things like that. I think that I'm in a place, and it's a little. I think it's like a little fun because in reality there's nothing wrong going on, but and I think I've been here before, where I just do so much, like everything. Like if I do this, I do this. I know this is good, and if something is wrong, it's sort of like checking, like sergeant's little light on. Okay, take care of this, and I feel better. And then I get to the point where okay, I realize that I just like am doing so much. It is really time for me to just like just be, just rest and not to be too hard on myself. I'm making sure that I got all this and this. I'm really good at taking care of myself, and I'm really, I suppose, I'm really good at keeping tabs on myself. So like I've come to learn, and I've been told a lot that like whenever I do like a challenge or things, anything that I pick up, I try to make sure that something that's gonna like benefit me, make something gonna give me va a aumentar algo bueno en mi vida. And I can be very, como, very excessive or muy competitive with myself. I don't know, whatever the reason is, the thing is that I eat it all up. Like I do it, I go all the way.
you're
And
harder on yourself than other people are. Is that what you're trying to say? You're just really hard on
yeah,
yourself.
so and I'm there, right, where I see that, and I think, I believe that everything is a balance, and we all grow and things change a little bit. So maybe I don't know. Last year around this time, I was doing some type of a routine that was really good for me. Now I'm doing another one, and life changes y todo eso. It's just if you guys have been there, if I can like how to I feel like I'm in a little bit of a funk because everything is fine. And I'm doing things that work, and I'm always sharing and I'm learning and things like that, and it's really good. But I think I don't know, I'm taking this as an opportunity, like where I know that how much is too much and what's a good balance. Can you guys help me out with that? Or
So I
because
think
I
we
know
talked
we're always
about this.
sharing like all of the things that we do. To me, I would like to know if someone else has gone through that. So like how do you find a good balance whenever you like that? So I don't know it all, but sometimes I feel like okay, this is who I am, like let's just fix it. Pero does that make any sense to anyone? Because I really, really like to know if someone else knows about this and how do you deal with it?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
I mean, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. It sounds like it's a topic from when we talked about burnout and coping and how to avoid burnout, how to identify burnout. I can send you some of the notes from that conversation and hopefully that can maybe help you. But that sounds like maybe what you're dealing with because you're like, how much is too much and how am I balancing? Because you do have to kind of do everything in tandem. You can't just focus on your career and then drop everything and then focus on your family and drop your career. You have to figure out a good balance. And
Mm,
I think that's kind of sounds like what you're dealing with is really burnout.
yeah.
Mm, go ahead, Jay. You were gonna say something, Miss Pooh? No, I saw you guys were gonna say something. But here's my belief, and this is just me. Maybe you're just bored now. Maybe you're fighting for something else to give you some more excitement in your life. Maybe you're like at this stagnant place that you're like, hey, I already did that. I can manage that. I got the family, I'm managing that. I got work managing that. So now you have a little bit of free time. What are you gonna do with it?
Oh my God.
We don't know what to do with it because we're so used to taking care of other people and other things that, like, when you have free time for yourself, what are you gonna do for yourself?
Yeah. That's good. I think so. Yeah, because I think like of other activities and like I could do so much. I've put a lot of effort into like maybe seeking or finding a place where I'm in right now where things are peaceful, smoother, easier, that place and mucha atención. And things that I like to do, or no say, I suppose that I go over, like I do know there's a lot that I can do, like for work that could help me grow, but I've been very intentional when like at home not doing anything. I'm really, really intentional that way. And, but also maybe like when you said it, maybe see, because maybe before I was too scared to put on more things on me because I really couldn't handle it. I have too much to juggle. And right now I am in the space where I can definitely take on something new that will benefit. Okay, thank you. Yeah, you're right. So managing the burnout and also trying something new. It is time to do something new and maybe I've just been too scared to like overcommit to something that because I've been there before too. I've overcommitted to stuff before and
Yeah, it's
but
definitely.
yeah, so I guess I cut off too much and it's time to like it's okay, I can carry something else now.
Yeah, maybe you trimmed so much that you're like, all right, I've rearranged things. I have space now, and you might want to dive into something you had before, or something that you felt like you enjoyed. I don't know. Maybe you want to start running marathons. I don't fucking know. Whatever you feel like, it's something that a challenge for you now. It could be something um, because if you're competitive and you want what I heard, it's like, and what I know of you, maybe you're just bored, bro.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I mean, you're doing great. You got a new place. You're doing great in your job. Your family hopefully is all well, and we see you coming in here with a little bit more energy. I'm excited. I'm excited what's coming. What's next for you?
Thanks.
Yeah. Jayskis, we did talk about some coping mechanisms and support about mindfulness and meditation. Can you tell us how that helps you? Because it's hard for me to say how that's gonna help people when we have amazing example, Jay over here instead of A. Get it? All right, I'm gonna shut up now.
Oh my gosh.
So for coping, mindfulness and meditation has helped me in the following ways. So just to first disclose a little bit about me before I get into that, I was diagnosed
Thank
with
you, brother. Thank you. Thank
PTSD
you,
and
everyone, for being
depression,
here. Bat, hope your
and
AC gets
had been on a
fixed here
bunch of
soon.
different pills and gone through therapies and et cetera, et cetera. Took me about 6 years to find mindfulness and meditation the first time and start working on it. But once I started doing it, what I realized is that it took my mind out of its current agitated state from PTSD, and it relaxed me so that I could focus on just being present in the moment. And that was a critical success for me. I needed something like that to finally work. And once I was actually able to perform mindfulness, I started doing meditation. And meditation for me started with just doing, like, 15 minutes a day, working on more of like the transcendental style meditation of like letting things go and processing through your thoughts and just getting deeper and deeper until there's nothing left. It takes a lot of time and effort and energy, and it may take more than 15 minutes a day, which it did for me. I went through when I really started practicing meditation, I was doing about uh, like 6 hours a day. Was literally just meditating um, for about a year, and I journaled about it and wrote about it and everything else, and it helped me move through a lot of me. There was a lot of repressed things inside of me that I had never worked on because of how I was raised. I wasn't raised to be emotionally aware and in tune with myself. I was very much you're either happy or you don't show your emotions at all, was how I was raised. Everything else was a bad emotion, basically, right? So, but what that meditation does is when you get into deep meditation, you're actually, I believe, in your theta brainwave state, which uh, which gives you the ability to recall things at a much greater detail. And so I was using meditation to find those past repressed traumas and journal about them and pull them out and move on from them. And yeah, that's what I did for about a year, and it was tough work, but I highly recommend it. And you can use meditation for a lot of different things. Just in everyday coping, a good exercise that I recommend for everybody is just learning some basic breathing exercises. I highly recommend like four square breathing. I also recommend like a really simple breathing exercise is you just take a long, nice, slow inhale, hold for as long as you can, and let out as slow as you can. And what you're doing with this breathing is you're actually taking control of your nervous system when it goes off the rails on its own, and you're taking control of one of the most basic automatic reactions we have, breathing, and you're manually controlling it now. You're forcing yourself to interdict into that natural reaction, that cycle of natural fight or flight. You're taking control of it and you're settling yourself down. So, but yeah.
Man, I know this is gonna sound weird, but it might be scary for us to start meditating and start finding those repressed, um, traumas. I'm not
Hmm.
gonna lie to you, a lot of us, we still have them. We
Hmm.
gotta make sure that we heal from them and continue moving forward. But we just don't know when, where, or how. I think that's a lot of our issues.
Hmm.
Um, because a lot of those traumas come from childhood.
Yes.
And some of us,
That's
we don't
that's
want
something
to,
I discovered.
yeah,
Hmm.
we don't want to admit that it comes from childhood.
I had layers of trauma that I had to work through that had built up over my entire life that I had never processed. And I was just all I can say is I was lucky enough to be medically retired and I had the time to do it. So I was lucky enough to be in that situation. So I'm thankful.
Yeah, man. And I mean, going through what some people go in the military, like they have to do that. And we're just lucky to have you here, man. And thank you for being here and explaining it to us,
Mhm.
because it's sometimes we need that shaman. Sometimes we need that guide to tell us like, yo, believe it or not, this is what it is, whether you like to see it or not. And sometimes we need to hear that from someone that we care for. You know,
Mhm.
makes it a little bit more real to say like, all right, this could be happening to me, but I'm not sure. How many people have thought like, nah, that could never happen to me. That could not happen to my friends. But little do you know, it has happened. You know, there's so many things that I can talk about that it's tough. Um, Sexual trauma is a huge one, but a lot of us don't want to talk about it because it hurts. It hurts. However it happened, whatever happened. like it's tough, male or female. I've known people that, they still don't get over it because they never talk about it. And the one time they do, they expect it to heal. It's not gonna work that way. It takes time. Like it takes repetition, 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 right? Um,
So I recommend journaling to everybody. You don't have to
desensitization.
disclose.
Mhm.
You can keep your journal private to yourself, and you can work through it on your own pace. It doesn't require anybody else. You just have to be good at asking yourself the right questions.
I've been asking Weller to do this for years, but then we can turn it into a book and make money. Some of his stories, bro, it's like, how? Like how? How are you that guy? But it is what it is. Sometimes we have to bring up some of our past and heal with others because others will heal from whatever you went through too. Believe it or not. But yeah, mindfulness meditation as Plum wrote down there, and the social support group is huge. Bexley talked about it. We're doing it now. We do it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We motivate each other to be here, to continue being here, not only in the morning mix, but in life. You never know what's going on with a person that they might be hurting with their friends or family or loved one or work or whatever type of relationship. And this could be assisting them because we've gone through some stuff that other people, I'm pretty sure they have, and sometimes they've healed and sometimes they haven't, or they don't know how to start healing. And that's the big one, how to start. Um, but yeah, I mean, another thing that Jay brought up um, is the artistic levels, the artistic demands at times that like help us heal. Bertman gave me a painting that he painted. Um, that's therapy. Art, some type of music therapy. What's another type of art that is therapy?
Photo. I've been doing photos. Photo
Photoshop.
art.
Oh yeah,
Pictures.
photos.
Yeah, pictures.
Absolutely. That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, that's great.
What's your favorite photo so far?
Going to me.
Yeah,
The
facts.
screenshot.
Oh.
That's his
Click.
background,
Got
actually.
it. Got it.
Jade says
Photoshop.
crochet and knitting.
uh, but yeah, I mean, how many times have you seen a landscape or a portrait and you're like, man, that's nice. There's when you're going from Phoenix to Tucson, going south, there is a big set of like random just mountains, randomly in the middle. It's called Picacho Peak. And when you're going south on the I-10, when I used to come from the military from leave and all that, and I look right, I know no matter what happened, they said car broke down or whatever, right? If I pass those mountains, I know so I'll be safe. No matter what, I'm gonna make it home. And that's why I like, and one day I'm gonna have a portrait of those mountains. Because to me, it it granted me serenity and peace knowing that I'm going home. To me that was made me happy, like it made me want to listen to different music than what I was listening to because my mood changed. you know Art is huge, whether it be portraits, photoshops, man. Like I didn't think of it, but yeah, a lot of people use it as healing, taking pictures.
Jade says crochet and knitting, mosaic and stained glass, and she's done those through Wounded Warrior Project.
Mm.
That's awesome. Crocheting, I never even thought about that. Knitting, anything that keeps you kind of busy. Yeah, that's actually really good idea.
You know what my favorite medium of art is, right? Video games.
Oh, snappage. Yeah, video games, absolutely. Carito might be something you can take on, and it's nice and easy. It could be
Yeah,
fun.
just dance. You look like a fantastic dancer.
Oh, look at that.
That's an awesome picture.
That's one I did yesterday. Took me about 3 hours to get it the
Digital
way I wanted.
art?
Yeah.
Good God, that is
That's
amazing.
beautiful. And
You did that?
it
Yeah.
it makes you react. Someone
Dude.
watching that, everyone's had an emotion, guaranteed. It gave me an
And
emotion.
that's I was talking to one of my neighbors yesterday, and he was like, "So how do you know when you reach a point with a piece of art?" And I was like, it sounds sappy, but if something makes me start getting teary eyed, I keep going with it. Like I really want, like when you're doing your art, even if it's music, think of it in a way from music. An artist will sit there with a pen and paper, jotting down lyrics that are going through their head that are 9 out of 10 relevant to a situation in their life until they get it to that final. You just heard it on the radio, and that first time you heard it, what did it do? It choked you up. It made you feel something. You were like, "Yo, what is this? I gotta add it to my playlist."
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the same thing with art for me. I can look at something and be like, I really understood what that person was feeling when they painted or drew or, and nowadays when they sat at their computer screen and just played around with the digisphere.
That's,
'Cause no, that's not hand painted. Yeah,
man,
that's
that's beautiful,
Well,
brother.
when I noticed myself spiraling like 3 years ago when I was living in West Virginia, because well, it was West Virginia, so of course that's depressing in the first place. But
Country roads, take me home.
West Virginia.
ugh. But I actually went out and I spent like $300 on paint supplies and brought it all home. And the first thing I ever painted, I did it live on stream, and I was open and honest, and I was like, I am super depressed, and I needed to try something new as a way to like get these feelings out. I can feel it, and like it was trashy, but like I painted like a face covering its mouth with, and then with a painted on smile, like like because you're masking. And then after that I tried that the where you like abstract art. I put paint it one color and then put tape all over it and then like splatter paint all over it. That was probably my favorite to do. I felt like real Picasso like. Art's really good, even if you suck at it. It's actually a really good way because you can throw paint at a canvas if you're angry.
You could also
Like you
do
can do
those.
that.
You could try one of those workshops where they do the paint by numbers thing. Like I went to one of those because I don't know how to paint, but
You mean, oh
I'm
no,
not-
pause. You mean sipping paint, bro? Call it what it is.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I was nice and toasty while I was painting, having a blast. I didn't know what I was
Those
doing.
are good,
But
yeah.
when I
Those
got
are
done with the
fun.
painting, I was like, "Yo, this thing actually looks kind of good. What in the
Right?
world? I
Yeah.
made this. I did that."
Ooh, another thing good one is woodworking.
Ooh.
If I one day I want to buy a lathe. That was one of my wood shop was one of my favorite
A
classes.
what?
And I loved working wood shop was my favorite class and I loved working on the lathe. So that's what they use to make baseball bats. The thing that spins the wood around and you shape it.
Hmm.
So that was my favorite thing to work on. That was my absolute favorite. And I picked like this really beautiful greenish brown wood and I made a big old wooden bowl. And I sanded that thing for days and it was the smoothest thing ever. Natural wood. It was beautiful. It's a good time. You should try
Yeah,
that.
hobbies are a big coping
Yeah,
mechanism,
yeah. It's
and new
Yeah,
hobbies
hobbies are
are always
important.
cool.
But also, if you sometimes a good coping mechanism is just listening to your body
Mm.
at the same time. Don't try to force yourself to do something if your body's telling you to stop. Take a break. And that's what we fail to do as adults is take a break. We think that we don't owed a break, when it comes to ourselves.
Yeah.
We have to keep going because life doesn't stop. But take a break.
And don't forget your checklist of yourself, like the basic things for you to take care of you. Like, sometimes we get so wrapped around the axle of our job or somebody else or our family or stress and we forget to take care of ourselves.
big time.
Somebody somebody in my chat says singing is a huge one. It's also good for
Ooh,
breath work and meditation. That's why
nice.
you hum when you meditate.
Oh,
It's about hitting that vibration and just blanking out and focusing on the om.
If you do it right, it
the
vibrates in your teeth and your
vibrations.
jaw, and it vibrates in your cranium and everything. It's like it's cool. Yeah.
Like so, Doc, when we used to game in the mornings, I used to like play music, and you'd be like, "Come on, man, I don't want to listen to this. This is a sad." Because I sometimes just like, I'm different. I'm happy, and I will listen to depressing music, and I will belt my heart out. Because for me, it's about singing and feeling like hitting them notes. Whereas like some people will be like, I can't listen to this song, it's gonna make me cry, it's bringing back
Oh,
memories. And like there's happy songs that remind me of people. I still listen to them for a while, but like sad music, sometimes it be like that. Because I'm like trying to sing me a ballad for myself. Let me love myself. Doc, just let me love myself.
it's the ballad of Pooh Honda. Yeah, but it makes sense. Some people, and this is gonna act crazy, but this is what I do. Like when I feel like things are hard and I don't know what to do, I try something new, and I throw myself at it. Like, all right, like I was emotional because I lost 4 of my buddies in 1 month. What did I do? Start a nonprofit. What am I gonna do? I don't. But we're doing this. Sometimes that emotion brings productivity. At least for me, it makes me change my ways because I don't want to feel that way no more. You know. Hey, thank you for all the follows. I appreciate it. I might be getting.
Are they random names?
I'm getting there.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting there. I'm
Appreciate
getting
it.
there. I'm getting
Thank
there.
you. Thank you everyone for joining. Hope you guys are doing well. But those are some of the things that we talked about. Spam followed. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Um, relaxation techniques are huge, right? Because we don't want to like I do. We don't want to throw ourselves or something, and you're not up for that. You know what I mean? It's tough. Hey, thank you for
You know
that,
it's
John.
you know it's a song that helps me?
What's that?
Let It Go. The Disney song. And
What?
it's
Why?
because it's a couple reasons, right? Like I think one, it's a good message. Let it go. Just let it go. Like all that bad stuff, just
Ooh,
let it go.
sing that song.
You know? And secondly, it reminds me of my daughter, who is a big fan of Frozen. So it kind of like it reminds me to like be a good dad in a way. It's a song that's a reminder to me. And I like to listen to it because I'm having a bad day and I'll just be like, let it go, let it go. Just get it out of me, just let it go.
Or the alternate version. Do you want to
Yes.
hide a body?
Whoa, now don't get cray cray.
Oh, that's
Saying,
funny.
do you want to hide a body?
But you're right. Certain people cope different with certain things, like photography. Like that's beautiful, bro. Music. I mean, Disney songs. Some people. I mean, "The Love Yours" by J. Cole. I think of that song anytime I feel sad, and I put it on, and it's like, all right, cool. It's definitely not for kids. That song in itself. you know but something that to me makes me feel happy. It makes me like, all right, stop and think. I don't know if you guys were in the military when you were getting proctored or like you were being examined in a mission or something that we were supposed to do. If they wanted to help you, they're like, all right, stop and think. You only get 2 stop and thinks before I fail you. That basically they're telling you like, hey, you're doing something wrong, you missed something, stop and think what you're doing. To me, that was huge. So, Kynex, thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. This is the MVP morning mix. We start with motivation, help each other out, and just try to be better. Be better people, be better in the community, help veterans transition. Talk about mental health, and with the help of veteran supporters and veterans, we help to prevent suicide. Thank you for being here. Appreciate the welcome. Thank you, Miss Jade.
I'm
If we're going off songs
Yeah.
from Disney that definitely make you feel better,
Yeah.
Surface Pressure from Encanto.
I
I'm gonna have to
don't think I
listen to
watched
that.
that one.
The way that the older sister, her power is she's the strongest one, and everything is on her shoulders, and the song is the development of how she expresses it to her family that sometimes the burdens need to be shared by others as well. And I like that
What's the
song
name
a
of that
lot.
movie?
Oh,
Encanto?
that song.
Encanto.
It
Yeah, yeah,
goes
yeah, yeah. That's
pressure drip drip drip.
what
You'll
country is that
never
from?
Yeah,
stop.
that one.
Whoa. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na.
A lot of the
I only know
rock
that
groups
song
that I
from
listen
TikTok.
to redid that song, and it's really good. I like that song a lot. That definitely helps me. I listened to it probably earlier today. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but yeah, that was my
That's
two
awesome,
cents.
man. No, thank you for sharing. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna have to watch that movie.
I think everyone should watch one musical this week. I'll even host a watch party.
A musical?
Hell yeah.
What are some good
I'm
musicals?
great. Okay, so I might be a little jaded because your girl's a little fruity tooty, but Rent. Rent,
I love Rent. Rent
so
is a fantastic
fucking
thing.
good. It's a great story. Like, that story is so sad. I cried when I first watched that movie. The songs actually have meaning, and it's based on a true story, so that's what really gets me. But Rent, fire.
Okay.
Or how do you say,
I'll check
muy
it out.
fuego?
Mucho Fuego.
La Vie Boheme is on my playlist.
Now
My
what?
love is fire.
La Vie
La
Boheme.
Vie
It's
Boheme?
from. Oh, it's such a good song. That's
Yes,
on the
Vida
playlist.
Linda.
It's a great song from Rent. Like that whole like the entire ensemble of Rent is just it was a great show. I saw it on Broadway once too. It was fantastic.
And like, think about it, bro. That had to do with the height of HIV in the 80s and how people were being casted away, and they all still found a way to persevere and push through together as a team. There's a good message in that movie, I'm telling you right now. It teaches you not to give up.
In high school, they made us watch a play. I watched Forever Plaid. I don't know if you ever guys have heard of it. That was pretty
No, but now I
funny.
want to look it up.
Forever Plaid. Yeah, I kind of actually we do have a Discord. I hope you guys are not going in there and spamming or anything like that. Would really appreciate it. The Discord is part of mental health, and we give everyone respect and we reciprocate that. So thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoy it. Forever Plaid. Anyone? I'm telling you, it's different. I was happy to go to those because that was my first introduction to any type of screenplay or play like that live. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. But
Quartet in the 50s.
isn't it crazy?
I'm reading it right now.
Yeah. I think it was because of like I was in music and they took us to watch one of them. But it was. Has anyone seen any plays at all?
I'm in triple digits of plays.
Okay, Mr.
I
Cultured
did
over there.
backstage crew in high school and middle school. I built all the sets. Working with my hands is something that I've always done, which is why I'm now a mechanic. But yeah, I've seen The Lion King probably almost 50 times. It's a fantastic show. I will also live in New York, so it's not that far from me.
What about you, JC?
I've done a couple plays and played music for them. So I played
Nice.
guitar for a couple plays. I did one in middle school and one in high school. So but I had a blast. It was a cool experience.
You've seen The Lion King twice, Wicked twice, Rent, Moulin Rouge, and Hamilton. Oh.
Hamilton is just so expensive. I want to go so bad. I can't force myself to spend the amount of money that they want.
Hey, Bullet,
Right.
where did you create that image?
Ooh, you want an artist to give up secrets? This I don't
It's
know.
Ooh, trade secrets.
it's not a secret if it's a program.
It is a secret if it's a
Is that
program that ain't everybody using.
Adobe? No, then it's not.
No,
Okay, it's
but I
not
do
Adobe.
think No, it's not. But I do take all my artwork into Adobe to really.
Refine it. Use a
I can't even
publisher.
use the word refine. I use
Canva. Do you,
yesterday. In fact, I paid for because I was just using Photoshop and what's this other? Hold on, Photoshop. I was using three programs, and then one of my friends was like, "You might as well just buy the pro version and use all the programs."
Mm-hmm.
I was using
Blender.
Photoshop, Illustrator. I was using Lightroom. I've
Oh,
been
okay, okay.
Just
I
get the
just
suite, bro.
playing with animated. I want to learn how to like turn some of them into like actual animated.
Yeah, that sounds
Like
I made
hella.
an animated video once.
I made a flip book once, and it was a
No,
stick figure.
seriously.
Hentai don't count.
I used Adobe. It's really
What?
cute.
That's
Yeah,
why
it's
it
really
like
cute.
it's so much to Adobe. Like I didn't even know there was this much to it. Like you hear about Photoshop, and you're like, oh yeah, edit your photos. People doing it in real life. Um, I don't know if any of y'all have noticed. I have friends who have made social media accounts for their, I guess, digital avatars as far as video games. Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's a big thing to people. Like, why edit a picture of you when you could take the digi you and go edit that and tell a whole story with it? Personally, to me, that thought is safer too because it keeps people out of your personal business. Maybe I don't want you knowing where I live or where my kids are and all this. Tell you a digital story.
There is a MVP member. He's a chief. Swirls.
What if I already know where you
Yeah,
live?
that's what he does. He created
I'm gonna move.
animated and he said for any MVP affiliate, he'll do it if you contact him. That's Swirls, but basically he grabbed Dragon Ball and my face and combined them. It was so cool.
See,
He's
that's what I'm
that
trying to get
that
to.
man
I've been
has
trying to learn how to do that.
yeah.
Once I get that, y'all will know. I'll be like, y'all gotta watch this video I made. I finally snatched my own face and did something. He's just flying through the sky next to a Boeing, and then let's just say I made it, the Boeing didn't. Too soon? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, but everyone, thank you very much for being here. Really appreciate everyone being able to talk to one another, help us out with some of the strategies that help us decompress, alleviate a little bit more the daily stressors of life. So appreciate Pooh, appreciate Bullet, Jay, safety brief over here, even though you didn't say much today. I love that guy. But all of y'all, thank you very much for being here. And we're about to do the uh we're gonna spin the wheel. Kynax, we will if you want to join us next on Wednesday, we'll be doing it Wednesday again. Definitely, absolutely. Jay, thank you very much for bringing up that wheel. Really, really, really appreciate your help, man. You don't even know. But make sure we add Kynax to that. Lord Doro.
Oh, wait, I added some names too.
Awesome. Yeah, no problemo. This is a $10 gift card that we give away through MVP, and we do this so we can all continue to participate, motivate one another, and this is a nice incentive for a little Starby or whatever you need. Those extra $10, it could go a long way. I mean, anything you could use those $10, and once whoever wins, let me reiterate right now: make sure you send Miss Plum and your email. That way she can send you the gift card online. Yeah, you can invite a friend to Kynex. That's no problem. Come on in, listen to us. Continue to um, uh, just talk to us and participate. Participation is paramount. Alicia, thank you for being here. Kynex. Let's see,
Am I missing
Shooter.
anybody?
Let me see, and Miss Jade Maid.
Jade Maid?
Fainted. FNTEDD. Let's see. Gamers Forte.
I like these colors.
Signs. Good old
Gonna get
Signs
you
from
some-
Texas.
Said signs.
Yeah.
Okay.
SAENZ.
SAENZ.
Yeah. And anyone else that I missed, or anyone that wants to put in any other people that are streaming, please let us know. Yeah, just give me a second if I'm inviting my friend. Yeah, no problem, no problem. All right.
Yo, DJ,
Yo,
Put the record on.
can you make emotes?
No, not yet. I think once I really get the animated, get down the, this animated Adobe, then I'll be able to make emotes and stuff.
Gotcha. Oh, I did mention the veteran spotlight today. I'm doing with FOP.
Ooh,
No,
okay.
We're doing that at
Nice.
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Central, Eastern, Pacific,
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. So that's 3
Nordic Warrior time.
p.m.
But I haven't seen VOP today, so I'm a little nervous on this one.
Well,
Hopefully it happens.
Yeah. If not, I'm sure you can do it some other time. You know, things happen, but you're good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, going once. Going twice. Miss Pooh, last call.
I'll spin it, bro.
Ooh, you
Spin
heard
it.
it here first.
Alright. Here we
No
go.
problem, Kynex. Thank you for trying for your friend. Really appreciate you. Oh, safety brief! Safety brief! Safety brief! Congratulations, big dog. Good morning, Trucks. How you doing, big dog? You just missed it. Another Marine won the gift card. Congratulations, Welly. Make sure you hit up Miss Plum, sorry, blah, blah, blah. Miss Plum to get those $10 gift card, and just all you got to do is send her your email. So thank you again, everyone, for being here. Really appreciate y'all. And we'll be back on Wednesday. We're gonna continue with the topic of hand, which was what?
Coping
How to get away
mechanism.
with murder.
No, coping mechanisms.
Same thing. Same thing.
Same thing. Tomato, potato.
Whatever,
Whatever.
Cena.
Tune in tonight for those episodes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Miss-
Doc. Hey, Doc.
Mm-hmm.
Me no crypto, no real money. Yo, that was like the funniest thing.
Yeah.
I've got
Did
30
you-
minutes left of it.
Did you know that Gronkowski went to the University of Arizona? Like, apparently
Really?
a lot of my friends partied with him. I was like,
That's
what?
crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, I was just, in the military. You guys, whatever. That's so cool, though. To party with Gronk and to see all that. But, man. Pooh, are you going to continue streaming?
No, I'm gonna go to bed. Actually,
You're going to raid? Okay. I'll raid with you.
Shooter.
Okay, we're shooter. Roger that.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone, thank you for being here. We can go do a little slayage with Jay, and we're gonna go raid out, and we'll see you guys on next Wednesday, same time. I hope everyone has a
Sounds
great
good.
day.
All right.
Later,
See y'all
y'all.
later.
Wait, stop what you're doing right now and check this out. Our mission at My Veteran Passion MVP is to elevate awareness of veterans' mental health. Through both physical and virtual platforms, we empower our nation's warriors and continue the battle against veteran suicide to ensure a smooth transition for veterans into civilian life while preserving the camaraderie they cherished during their service. Through diverse events, social and virtual gatherings, we provide connections, resources, benefits, and education.